Hey, Johhny, listen, man. I know you were absent today because you were sick, but you gotta know. You missed out on a really important lesson today, man. Luckily for you, sick boy, I made this video for you. Okay, so today we talked about primary succession and secondary succession. And you may be like,
oh, Adrian, what is primary succession and secondary succession?
Shut up. Let me get to that. Primary succession is where barren land full of rocks and dirt slowly gets taken over by pioneer species like lichens and moss, which slowly break down the rocks and rubble and bring grass and shrubs. A really good example of primary succession as well is actually the islands of Hawaii. As you know, Hawaii is a beautiful place. But it wasn't always like that. The islands of Hawaii were actually formed from volcanic activity. From the fiery start, over time they became tropical islands, full of green life, trees, animals, a whole community, a climax community. But we'll get back to that soon enough. But did you catch all that, dude? Okay, good. So from shrubs and grasses came bushes and small trees, which were surely spread by birds and animals who came to the early land and scattered seeds and planted bushes and trees, which over lots of time will eventually become an entire forest over decades. This phase of primary succession is called the climax community. And damn, Johhny, isn't this just beautiful? I mean, just look at this place. Fresh air, green beauty. It's just beautiful. Who are you? What do you have in your hand? Is that a match? Wait, stop. No, stop! It's a beautiful forest, man! Oh, no. Oh, okay. Secondary succession. As you just watched, secondary succession is where a previous climax community goes under total destruction by a natural disaster or a man-made one, leaving nothing but dirt and burnt earth. But then, the process just reboots itself and starts again. Lichens looking like clickers and whatever, and moss return, and once again, grass and shrubs, then small trees and bushes, and once again, we have a beautiful climax community. And mind you, of course, this is over the span of decades and centuries. And just, beautiful once again. Pleasure. And believe me, this time, I'm not letting that happen again. But as you know, secondary succession is very similar to primary succession. It just starts all over again. Anyways, I hope you got a better understanding of all of primary and secondary succession. I hope you got all of that, man. Oh, and thanks for watching. Hey, wait a second. How can I talk about ecological succession without bringing up the importance of resistance, resilience, and biodiversity in a climax community? Wow, it's almost like I had to rush this section in. Anyways, let's begin with biodiversity. So biodiversity is when an ecosystem has a vast diversity of animal species and plant species, like birds, mammals, and all the sort. These animals work together to sustain their ecosystem, the same way the bee helps the flower. Now for resistance and resilience. Resistance is extremely important for any ecosystem because it allows the system to be strong enough to withstand a natural disaster a lot better than an ecosystem without resistance. But what's armor if you can't stand back up when you get knocked down? This is where resilience comes in. Resilience allows an ecosystem to come back as its whole self and arguably stronger than ever before. That's why these three factors are extremely important for any ecosystem. So if you're an animal looking for a home in a climax community, you best find one with resistance, resilience, and biodiversity. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed. And of course, thanks for watching.